Welcome back. 6:51, time for the morning sprint.
And we have new information on this weekend's mass shooting in Kenosha. 3 people dead, 3 others injured, and officials now say all 6 victims are men. They have not released anyone's name or age yet. We do know the shooting happened early Sunday morning at the Summers House Tavern. Investigators say bouncers removed someone after a disturbance inside, and that person came back shortly after, shooting and killing people both inside and outside. A person of interest will be criminally charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide.
Another mass shooting suspect is still on the loose this morning. Police believe Stephen Broderick shot and killed 3 people inside an apartment in Austin, Texas this weekend. They're concerned he might have taken a hostage. Broderick is a former sheriff's detective who has been charged with sexually assaulting a child. Police say a child was involved in this case but is safe. Both the victims knew Broderick.
Developing right now, police searching for a drive-by shooter in Louisiana who shot at least 5 people overnight. It happened at a liquor store in Shreveport, not far from the Texas border. Our affiliate in the area reports 4 people were outside the store. 1 person was inside when the driver started shooting. Police are now on the lookout for a white Ford car.
And when you see people getting killed, I mean, in this last month, it's just been horrifying what's happened. How can you say that's not a public health issue?
That right there was Dr. Anthony Fauci answering a question on CNN about whether he thinks gun violence and recent mass shootings are a public health emergency. CNN and the Gun Violence Archive define a mass shooting as an incident with more than 4 people shot, excluding the shooter. By that definition, more than 50 mass shootings have happened in the U.S. over the last month.
The prosecution and defense are scheduled to deliver closing arguments today in the Derek Chauvin trial. Then it will be up to the jury to decide if Chauvin is guilty of murder for the death of George Floyd. During 3 weeks of testimony, the jury heard from 45 witnesses.
Breaking news within the last 2 hours, we've learned Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny will be hospitalized. He's been on a hunger strike for the past 3 weeks while in prison. Just 2 days ago, Navalny's physician said his health was deteriorating and quickly. Russia said in a statement his condition is considered satisfactory. Russian officials say he will start taking vitamin supplements.
A federal safety agency says people with small children and pets should stop using Peloton's treadmill. More than 3 dozen small children and 1 pet have been injured on the equipment. Last month, the company announced a child had died on its Tread Plus. In an email to users, its CEO says a safety update is on the way to prevent the machine from turning on without an access code.
Vice President Harris is set to deliver a big speech in North Carolina today on the American Jobs Plan. The administrator of the EPA is set to join the VP. They're going to tour a bus manufacturing plant to talk about the administration's plan to invest $20 billion in electric school buses.
Today, the CDC says every adult in the country will be eligible to get a vaccine. In Wisconsin, that's been the case for a couple weeks now. As of this weekend, half of all adults in the U.S. have gotten at least 1 dose of the vaccine, and in Wisconsin, more than 1 in 4 people are fully vaccinated against COVID.
And spin down.
Look at this, a little helicopter on a big mission, and within the last hour, NASA's Ingenuity took its first flight on Mars. It's the first aircraft to take a powered, controlled flight on another planet. It could fly up to 4 more times over the coming weeks.
Maren Morris, Luke Bryan, and Thomas Rhett are some of last night's winners at the Academy of Country Music Awards. Keith Urban and Mickey Guyton hosted the event last night, which was broadcast from iconic Nashville locations. Morris led with 5 nominations. She took home the award for Female Artist of the Year. Bryan won Entertainer of the Year, but he couldn't attend the show after recently testing positive for COVID-19. Thomas Rhett was the Male Artist of the Year.
All right, we're at 40 degrees this morning. Winds out of the west and northwest at 8. Your wind chill down at 34. Janesville finally dropped. You are at 45 degrees now. 40 in Monroe, 39 in Lone Rock. The Dells are coming in at 35 degrees. This is a cold front. It has moved on through, and now things are going to be much chillier for a lot of folks. You see some of those snowflakes trying to show up throughout parts of Iowa. As you plan your day, look for temperatures in the 30s for a good portion of the morning, slowly warming back up into the low 40s. That extended forecast keeps low 40s around into tomorrow, starting to warm up, though, by the weekend.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day. Join us tomorrow.